Lab 2, take 1. Action. So what is density? Density is the measure of how much mass is in an object in a specific volume. To measure density, we take the mass of a sample, for example this water, and then find how much volume is in that mass, and then divide mass by volume. Let's walk through a problem. Let's say we measured 58 grams of water and we got 60 milliliters of water. What is the density? Well, we just have to divide mass by volume. Remember, weight is measured on a scale and volume can be measured by the change in volume in a graduated cylinder. Similarly, we can use density to separate petroleum or oil from water. So oil typically has a density of somewhere in the range of 0.8 grams per milliliter, whereas water has 1 gram per milliliter. Which one do you think will be on top? Well, here we see that the oil is on top because it is less dense than water, which is on the bottom. Density is important because it can help identify chemicals. For example, if we know that gold has a density of 19.3 grams per milliliter, and we buy a coin and find that it weighs less than 19.3 grams per milliliter, we know that this coin is not pure gold. And for part 2 of the lab, we're going to be using a graduated cylinder to find the volume of water and then use the difference method of weight to find how much that water weighs. Then we're going to use these LabQuest devices to find the temperature of the water because that will impact the density of the water. So what we want to do is we want to plug in the power cord on the side right here. And then we want to plug in this temperature probe at the top in channel 1. Once that's plugged in, it will begin reading a temperature. So if you start warming up the probe, you will see the temperature begin to change. And for the last section, to measure out the density of a solution, we're going to measure out the volume of a 5% solution of sodium chloride, NaCl, or table salt, and weigh it in our beaker. And then what we're going to do is when we're done, we're going to discard that solution. And we're going to rinse our beaker with the new solution of 10% to just kind of clean out any of that 5% solution. And finally, you will be measuring out 25 milliliters of your new 10% solution and seeing if that has a difference in density. And that is basically all of Lab 2.